Hi everyone. So I finally have some time to do more than one video in a shot, or at a time, I guess would be a better way to say it. So I'm going to take advantage of my free time and make another video today. Hopefully I'll have time to make the next one. Somebody requested me to make a video about bird harnesses. Um, Now, bird harnesses to me are something that you should really think about getting for your bird if you're planning on taking your bird outside, which I always suggest for people who have hand-fed babies. They absolutely love going outside, and it's great for you because you go out. It's great for your bird because your bird's going out, and you're going out together, and all that bonding and happy stuff that happens when you guys go outside together. So I'm going to do a first video on what types of harnesses there are, so you can get the right kind of harness for what you're really looking for. And I'm also going to go over um, some things that I liked about the harnesses that I have and some things I don't. I pretty much have all the types of harnesses there are, obviously not all the brands, but this should give you a pretty good overview of what you're looking for. So the first harness that I ever bought was for Kia. So it's going to be quite small, so you have to bear with me. This is called it's by Avian Fashions, and it's called a bird diaper. Now, this is really handy for people who are planning on, say, going to an outdoor cafe or um, some sort of outdoor eating establishment, or maybe you're planning on going to a friend's house for an afternoon with your bird, or you're going in the car for a long period of time. These are excellent. They come in lots of different shapes and sizes, and they cover every kind of bird, and they're actually very specific on how they make them. You can get some that are wider for birds that are built a little bit more stocky and what have you. They come in great shapes and colors. They even have um, it's like a bird club thing where they send you different. It's like a yearly thing, and they send you different little costumes and whatever. And they actually do make costumes like the Easter Bunny and Santa, and they have a tux with tails and the whole bit. So these are actually pretty simple. To be honest, Kia does not like this, but you have to keep in mind that smaller birds tend to not like harnesses. Um, they are a little bit more um, nervous, so being restrained kind of makes them feel a little bit more nervous than they were before. So of course, some birds are like that, some birds aren't. It really just depends. And especially if you can get to them young, then the younger they are, the easier that it is that they'll accept these. So essentially, it's a poop diaper. It makes so that your bird can't poop on you, but they can poop, which is nice. Um, so they suggest that you don't keep these on obviously all day. You change them out. You can buy different ones so that you can rotate. And this is the poopy part. It goes. Their head comes out here. Their wings go out this way, and the other way. And all it has at the top is a Velcro. Now you can also get. Mine came with a lanyard because he is a small bird, and this is a sandwich. What you do is you sandwich it between these two, and you're ready to rock. Now, I don't usually use this because Kia will generally speaking stay on me, but I keep it with me just in case. It's just a lanyard that goes around your neck. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, the one thing that they do say about these is your bird can fly in them, assuming that they're not on the leash. Because the leash has no give to them, I don't suggest having a bird that has flight feathers or is used to flying on one of these because it'll get to the end of it and this will stop and your bird will plummet to the ground. So keep that in mind that this is a short lease. It's just something that, like, say, you're in the car or you're holding your parrot or your parrot's on your shoulder, that kind of thing. So this one is an Avian Fashions birdie diaper. Go on them online; they're excellent. Um, so the next one is a harness that I got when I got Goonie. It was actually the first harness that they had for him. Um, Now, granted, he didn't use it very often after the first year they had him, but they did keep it, which is really nice. This is called a feather tether. Now, I'm sure you're looking at this going, what the heck is this, and how the hell does it work? Um, this harness is actually meant to be used just to keep your bird, kind of like the birdie diaper, to keep your bird close. It's not for flying or anything like that. More of a restraint, more on the idea of a leash. So essentially, what you do is you take this piece and put it here. This would go around your bird's neck. This would go on your bird's back this way. Sorry, I'm trying to show you this as I'm going. Here, this might be better. So this is your bird's head, and then these are your bird's wings. This one will go around your bird's wing and attach here, and then the same on the other side. It would attach here, and then you put the leash here. So this would be down your bird's back, and it does come with a leash. Again, built like the one for the birdie diaper. It has no give in it. It's not going to. Your bird jumps on you and gets to the end of this. If it's not hit the ground already, it's going to very soon. Now, I do really like this harness for a couple reasons. A, you can take this part off. So, say you get somewhere and you are, say, just hanging around and you don't want the leash trailing somewhere, you can actually take the second part, the leash part, off the harness, and you don't have to worry about your bird getting stuck anywhere or chewing on the leash when you're not looking. But you don't have to take the entire harness off, which is really good. The couple things I don't like about this harness. One, it's very heavy for your bird. Now, obviously, it's not like tons and tons and tons, but the thing you have to watch is that, birds are fairly small. So you gotta watch that. Another thing, there's lots of clips, and if you have an umbrella cockatoo or a macaw or anything of that sort, you'll learn really quickly that these might not be the best idea because they can figure out how to undo these, and the last thing you want to be doing is be outside with a bird that's not, his wing or flight feathers aren't clipped, and does one of these and takes off on you. So that's a bit of a pain. And another thing is I recommend that you use this on a bird who is very properly trained, because this is a pain to get on to a bird who does not like to be touched. When I first got Goonie, I actually had to use a towel to work around his head because he didn't like me being there. So if your bird is cool with that, then this is fine. The last thing I'm going to recommend is these hooks. If this pokes into your bird, it's not going to like it. So when you put the harness on, I would just suggest that you make sure that the top of the hook is pointed away from the body and is not clipped in this way, which would be the what most people will do, because naturally you would want to hook down. But if your hook is this way, then it's going to poke into your bird, and they're not going to like that. So they're going to either chew through it to take it off, or bite you when you're trying to pick them up, or if they happen to stab you and your hand's close enough. So aside from that, very secure. Aside from the fact that there's lots of clips and pulleys, pretty easy, straightforward kind of leash. The last one here is my favorite. Now I have two of these leashes, one for the cockatiels, mostly Chip actually, and one for Goonie. So they do come in different sizes. This is a small size, and this I believe, or this is the petite size. This is the smallest size they come in. This one is labeled medium. Apparently there's a large and an extra large that go on top of that. So one thing you'll notice is that the leash stretches. Here, I'll put my hands closer together so you can see this. It stretches. Which means that when you put this harness on your bird, and if you're planning on flight training your bird outside, or if you just plan on going outside with a bird that has its wings, or its flight feathers unclipped, this is great, because if your bird takes off, it stretches, so your bird's not going to get to the end of this and plummet to the ground. Another handy dandy thing is that it has a wrist loop. Bird can't fly away. Now I would suggest a cat collar. Put the cat collar around and make sure to clip this inside of it, so that, in case this happens to slide off your hand, you're not going to lose your bird. So this is pretty straightforward. Actually, it's my favorite. I'll use the big one so you can see what I'm talking about, and I'm almost out of time. This is pretty straightforward. Of course, I'll go through on a video exactly how to put this thing on. But all you have to do is slide the harness over your bird's head, take the little slider, pull it tight, and you're done. That's it. No clippies, no pulleys, no chance of your bird getting, Velcroed or whatever. And ta-da, you're done. Now, there's a lot of mechanics that goes into this leash, and I'll get into that. But that's pretty much it. Again, stretchy on all of them. Now, of course, this one's bigger because it's a bigger bird, and it's a little stronger in this part, but that's pretty much it. So, there are the leashes. Got any questions, message me. Pretty straightforward. So yeah, I hope you get your bird a harness because it's really a lot of fun for them. And like I said, if you have any questions on where to get a harness or what kind you should get, drop me a line.